This video is a work of fiction and just for fun. It is not intended to hurt anyone. The following video is a head shave fantasy story for people who are hair fetish.
Trisha had always loved the spotlight. Her latest gig was a commercial for a new hair product line where her long, silky black hair was the star of the show. Under the bright studio lights, her hair gleamed like polished obsidian, swaying and shimmering with each practiced turn of her head. The shoot went flawlessly, with the director praising her natural beauty and the ad agency buzzing about the potential viral impact. After the shoot, Trisha couldn't bear to part with the glamorous look. She decided to keep the makeup on and wore the same stylish, form-fitting dress that hugged her curves in all the right places. Her hair, styled to perfection, was too beautiful to undo just yet. She stepped out into the cool evening, the city lights reflecting off her hair like a halo. However, as she walked to her car, parked a few blocks away from the studio, she didn't notice the eyes that followed her. Two men, with faces as hard as the concrete they walked on, had been watching. As Trisha reached her car, she felt a sudden sharp pain at the back of her head. Before she could scream, a hand clamped over her mouth and another dragged her into the shadows. She fought, but the grip was too strong, her pleas muffled by a rough hand. They threw her into the back of a nondescript van, the door slamming shut with a finality that echoed her racing heart. The vehicle sped off, leaving the city behind as Trisha's world turned to darkness. When she awoke, it was to the sound of rain drumming against leaves and the cold, hard ground beneath her. She was in a dense, isolated forest, the light barely penetrating through the thick canopy above. Her captors stood before her, their faces now visible under the dim light of the forest. They had her bound, her once pristine dress now soaked and clinging to her shivering body. Her hair, the pride of the commercial she had just starred in, was the object of their cruel intent. "Look at this beauty queen," one sneered, his voice slicing through the rain like the blade he was about to wield. He grabbed a handful of her hair, pulling it tight, making Trisha wince in pain. "This hair, it's too good for you, isn't it? Made you think you're something special." The other goon laughed, a sound as cold as the rain, as he revealed a straight barber razor, its edge glinting ominously even in the dim light. "Let's make you like the rest of us, huh? No more special hair." Trisha's eyes widened in horror, her heart pounding with the realization of what was about to happen. She tried to move, to escape, but her bonds held her fast, her body weak from shock and the struggle. "No, please don't do this," she pleaded, her voice breaking as tears mixed with the rain on her face. But her pleas fell on deaf ears. "Hold still, princess," the first goon mocked, as the razor edged closer to her scalp. The blade's sharpness promised an intimacy with pain she had never known. With a swift, cruel motion, he started on the right side of her head. The razor sliced through her hair with a hiss, the sound chilling like the tearing of silk. Strands of her black hair cascaded to the ground, each one a loss, a memory of her former self. The cold metal against her scalp was a shock, the sensation alien and terrifying. She felt each cut like a violation, the razor scraping against her skin, the occasional nick sending sharp stings through the numbing cold of the rain.